Shon, how much did the exhibition games help getting out and seeing a couple opponents on the road kind of ease the nerves before you get to take the court in the first game?
It helped a lot. It's a new stage for me. As a freshman, just getting used to the physicality, speed of the game, I feel like it helped me a lot get prepared for what's this season going to look like.
How's it help your confidence, Coach, getting you a start freshman year, first game?
He trusts me. I trust him. That's why I'm here. Just do everything he tells me to do, and then just keep getting better every day.
How was it knocking the first shot down? I don't think you get too nervous, but does that help matters?
Of course, when you see the first one go in, it obviously makes you feel a lot better. But, I keep trusting my shot, and then I keep doing what I do best.
What was it like getting that first experience in Fifth Third Arena itself in front of Cincinnati's fans after 2 road games to start the season?
It was amazing. I feel like we have one of the best fan bases in college basketball, and then just being able to get a win in the home court, I feel like is great.
How did the chemistry feel offensively? Looked like you guys were flowing with a higher pace maybe than the past couple of years from Bearcats teams.
I feel like we're a really good running team. That's what we preach every day in practice. I feel like we have a lot of talent through across the whole lineup. And I feel like, we love each other on and off the court. I feel like that's what helps us succeed on the court as well.
Do you have a favorite shot? Do you like hitting a step back, a dunk, a three? Is it a three to get the most points?
My step back.
What's it been like playing with Kirk Kriisa? We talk about you coming in as a true freshman. You got multiple kind of sixth-year guys. What's it been like playing with a guy who's such a veteran like him?
It's great. He's been through it all in the collegiate level. Just learning from him, asking him questions. Just learning from somebody who's been in situations that I've never been in yet, and just following off him. Seeing what he does and just learning from him.
Mustafa, you got going a little bit late. Was it just kind of settling into a rhythm and finding your game a little bit?
It's just the game. That's what basketball game is. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's what basketball game is. Trying to, settle in and, get the rhythm. So that's why I got in late. But, the most important thing is just play really good defense and trying to get as much stop as you can.
What was better for you, the first lob dunk or the first three?
It doesn't matter to me. It's all the same. It's just all basketball. But I would say the lob.
What's the most exciting part of this first game for you? Is there something that you want to check off kind of first night going out there in your second year in college basketball?
The most exciting things is like going out there and playing with my teammates. We have a really good group of guys, a lot of old guys, just been learning a lot from them during the summer. So I think the most exciting thing is just going out there and just compete with them. I think it was the most exciting thing.
How much of the preparation leading up to this game was just an emphasis on getting down low, asserting yourself, and trying to stick to the kind of game that you play?
Because we've been working for this for like 5 months, so the time is here. We just got to be ready to go. So we just, go out there every night when the lights come off and just compete our ass off.
Anything else for the players?
How much more strength do you feel like you have, Mustafa, this year compared to your freshman season? Just physical strength in your body.
Raphael, the master factor, he's been doing a great job with us. Treat us like grown men, just hold us accountable. So I think it's a really good thing. I have probably put on 20 to 22 pounds or something like that, and I think it's been a really good thing for me.
No, listen, I think that it's good to get the first one under your belt. Like this question was already asked tonight, but we've played 2 exhibition games on the road in front of other teams' fans. It was really nice to get out in Fifth Third in front of our fans. Want to really appreciate the people that came out and supported us tonight. These guys have been waiting to get in front of our fans for 5 months. They talk about it all the time. It meant a lot to them tonight, so appreciate all the people that came out to Fifth Third. There's some positive things for sure. The 20 assists, you look down, you're happy with that. I think we have a lot of guys that can make plays with the basketball, can score the basketball, can make good decisions. Certainly 15 turnovers. I think that decision-making can keep getting better and better. I think our depth of our team is going to be a real strength. We played 11 tonight. That's playing a lot, but I don't think there's a guy that didn't deserve to play. I think there's all 11 are going to have the ability to contribute in Big 12 games. So I was pleased with the depth. I think I've said this, and it's not coach speak. I ain't smart enough to do coach speak. I mean that. We have a group of guys that are together for the first time. We have a lot of youth on this team, even though we do have the combination of youth and experience. It's going to be a process to get this team where it needs to be. The goal is to keep getting further along with that process every single day, each week. So, you look down and you guys think I'm happy with the rebounding. I'm not. There's some defensive breakdowns in terms of especially some discipline there to reach in and make silly fouls. Jordy's still learning that the FIBA rules and the NCAA rules are a little different. But, I'm not happy with everything, but I don't have an expectation this team's going to play its best basketball in the first week of November. This team's got to play its best basketball in February and March. And I think this group is capable of continuing to improve and getting very good. So some of the stuff tonight is the stuff that you feel great about because it's promising, things are improving. And then there's so much stuff that we got to go clean up, but that's the fun part of coaching. And we knew that was going to be the case with a bunch of new guys.
Any update on Buck?
Yeah, I don't have much of one other than it was a wrist thing. I think it started in the first half on the breakaway where he tried to go up and jam it. As you guys know, we recruited him because I think the way that he plays the game, the way that he competes is something that our staff and myself completely identify with. And then I feel like our fans, this community, are going to identify with the way that he approaches it. He's a very, very key piece to this team, and we need him to be healthy because he's going to be very important to the things that we're trying to do.
It looked like when they made runs a couple times, you had lineups out there that it maybe experimenting with or looking at different things. Is it important to let them fight through that when you're looking at something or you're trying to see if something works a little bit?
Yeah, I'd say this. How many times did I call timeout tonight? How many times did I call timeout to stop a run? We talk about being a running team. Most people in college basketball, and I've been guilty of this in past years, don't have the stomach to be a running team because you got to live with some growing pains. And then there's going to be some stretches where the run goes the other way. That's just the nature of it. But you got to learn how to kind of fight through those stretches so that you can get on the other side of them. And then you got to live with some, you're going to have some poor decisions, especially early in the year, whether it's a shot that you shouldn't take or whether it's a pass that wasn't there. And that's where I think you look down at 15 turnovers. But I think the strength of this team as we get to the Big 12 play, we could be an elite running team. The passing, the shooting, the ability to finish around the rim, the ability to score in the post box, which I thought you guys could see with Baba and Moo tonight. That's a real thing. And but we're going to have to live with some of the growing pains of it here early, but I think it could be really good.
If you're the opposing coach, what does Baba Miller present to you? If you're Western Carolina, obviously, he's a double-double, and he's just so large and can do so many things. Obviously, that's why you got him.
I think he's going to be a guy that when you play against us, you're going to have to make a decision of how you want to defend him. I thought he was terrific tonight, guys. I think he's been improving it. He gets up every morning and comes in and does maintenance work on his game. We identified a couple things, at the end of the summer and even early in our preseason that were holding him back, that were fundamental things. And he's just attacked them every morning, and his game is just taking off. It's been really fun. The thing that, I was looking down at 0 for 2 from 3, he can really shoot it. He can really shoot it. And that he didn't even do that tonight. But 18 and 10, he was the guy on the board that was rebounding like we want people to rebound. And some of these other guys are capable of that. So when we get everybody doing it, we'll be fine there. But But no, he's a guy that you're going to have to make decisions. How do you want to defend him? Do you want to defend him with a smaller guy? He can go and play around the basket. You defend him with a bigger guy, he can really shoot it, and he can attack off the bounce. So, again, I think he's a terrific player and fits here.
18 points for Shon Abaev. His offensive skill is obvious. How do you go about letting him play through defensive mistakes as he continues to develop at that end of the court?
Yeah, he said it right in here. I trust him. He trusts me. Again, he's a freshman playing his first game in college basketball. The goal with him isn't to play the best basketball in November. It's February and March, right? It's Big 12 play. What I know about Shon is he'll use the things that went well tonight to propel him to keep improving and gain some confidence. And then he'll take the things that he knows he's got to improve on, and he'll attack them, So it's kind of like our team. We got Keyshawn Tillery, and Moo is still very young. Halveen is still very young. Tyler McKinley's young. It's going to be a process with some of these guys, and that's fine because they're terrific players. I believe in them. They're going to be big parts of this team, and we got to play through some stuff early so we can learn and grow.
Does it look like Mustafa's confidence is growing with each day that you coach him, being such a young player and just kind of going out and asserting himself?
Yeah, I think guys like Shon and Mustafa, I think if you were in our practice every day, you'd think, man, you don't like them because you're coaching them so hard. But I tell you, that's the best thing that I could ever do, or my greatest form of love is being demanding, because I think they're very good right now. I think they can have a great week this week, but I think if they keep working like they've been and they get pushed and allow themselves to be coached, which they have, I think they can be great. Like, they're already good. I think they can be great. And Moo's just going to keep coming and coming and coming. I mean, like, take a look at it tonight. I didn't think he had his best first half. He has a couple turnovers, and, we finally got the ball to him around the basket a little bit, but he wasn't able to secure it. In the second half, he comes out, and you could see the skill on display. You could see the versatility. So, no, I mean, I think he's going to have a terrific year. And, again, best basketball's way ahead of him this year.
One or two for Coach. Wes, the fans saw you first time tonight for this season. What would be, in your message to them, the biggest strength of this team that will be the reason why you guys are playing in the NCAA tournament in March?
Yeah, I just, again, want to say thank you to everybody that came out tonight. These kids, one of the reasons they come to Cincinnati is because they want to play in one of the best environments in the country. They want to play for a passionate fan base. And so for those guys to get that experience for the first time tonight is pretty dang cool. So I want to thank everybody for that. And I think our team has the opportunity to become a very, very good team as we move forward. I think it's got a chance to become a great team later in the year if we'll embrace the processes. But strengths and weaknesses, like I heard somebody say this the other day, I ain't going to tell you that because that'll tell the other team what I think, But I do think we're skilled. I think we have versatility. I think we can really pass the ball. I think we can score from different places on the floor. I think we have some guys that can get in the paint and shot create. And then I think as we continue to grow and gel, we can become a very good defensive team.
Are you pleased with the growth of the team on the trajectory you want to see gelling across the past couple weeks with the exhibitions mixed in and then the result tonight?
I don't think you're ever pleased as a coach, but in the big sense, right? You're always trying to grow. You're always trying to improve. But I don't just sit here in front of you after game one and say that I'm worried or that we're in some terrible spot. I mean, each week we seem to be improving. I don't know if we played with that improvement in our second exhibition game, but that was a crucial moment for our team because we had our best week of practice that we had in a long time this last week. So we're going to have to go through some stuff together, learn each other, learn what this is going to take night in and night out when we get to Big 12 play. So I think to answer your question in a short, condensed way, we're doing what we need to be doing, and we got to wake up tomorrow attack it again. And again, my goal was January and February. This is a great basketball team.
Curious, you mentioned Jordy adjust to the rule changes from FIBA to college basketball. What are the specific ones that are the biggest differences that he has to adjust to?
Well, there's quite a few, but like I got frustrated tonight with the take foul and transition, right? Or the bonus rules are different. They play quarters, so a take foul for us just puts the other team one step closer to the 1-and-1 to the bonus at 7. And so in transition, he's been taught his whole life that if there's any kind of advantage for the offense, take a foul, and then you'll see him throw his hand up like I did it on purpose, right? You see that in international basketball a lot. But our game is different because of the halves and the bonus and the whole structure of it. So, we're kind of programming him with a couple things defensively, but he's doing it. Honestly, he's doing a fantastic job, Keegan. I mean, he might not feel that coming from me every day because I want to get there quickly, but he's doing a terrific job making the transition from Europe to college basketball is never been a smooth one, even for the best players. He's making the transition about as smoothly as I've ever seen a kid do it because he's really intelligent and he's a really good player.
Looked like a nice jacket. What happened?
I'm sorry?
It looked like a nice jacket. Did you get warm?
Oh, well, I and I'm not going to commit myself to something because my closet's not that diverse, but I feel like when you play at home, I miss the days we wore suits, and in some ways I do, in some ways I don't. I mean, I feel like in college basketball you play 30-plus games. It's not like the NBA where you play 82. And so, for 30 games, it's a big deal every time the ball goes up, every single one. I mean, you work all year for that moment. And I always thought it said something to your team when you walked in there with a suit on, like this is a big deal. Now, it wasn't fun, all the dry cleaning, and so that we've evolved a little bit in college basketball there. But for a home game, it means something to me to coach in there and to represent Cincinnati. And damn it, I should put a coat on. And I don't know how long it'll last when I'm out there coaching. I never was able to wear a suit jacket years ago very long. But, yeah, if there's an opportunity, it's something I'd like to do. But I might have to call my tailor and get a couple more sport coats.